Keo here from Stomvi USA. Welcome to our equipment testing den of truth. This is a facility that we've set up here at Stomvi USA that allows a trumpet player, whether it's me, you, or someone else, to hear exactly what they sound like from the front or to the audience. This whole thing started because we're nuts about the trumpet, and we love investigating new things, whether it be new trumpets, new mouthpieces, or in this case, a new testing situation. A number of years ago, it became apparent to me that most places we go to test trumpets and mouthpieces don't really sound that great. It makes it very difficult to figure out which trumpet or mouthpiece you want to get. For example, a trumpet convention, whether it's National Trumpet Competition or International Trumpet Guild or any other ones, there's a lot of players there, usually in big cacophonous rooms, and it's very difficult to hear what we sound like. We typically try to go into a back room or a staircase or something, and then you're dealing with all kinds of weird reverbs, or if it's the kitchen area, clanging and this and that, or if you go to a music store, a lot of times you're just stuck in the middle of the store, or same at a manufacturer, in the middle of the factory. Or sometimes there's a practice room, and invariably it's, too live or it's too dead, and it's just not a comfortable situation. So the idea here was first to see if we could make a room that was very neutral sounding, that was very comfortable to play in, that wasn't too live, wasn't too dead, and sounded really good. So we took our existing space and did just a few things, actually. We were lucky, put some wood on the windows, a carpet down, and with a few other minor changes, we got the room to sound very, very good. It's very neutral sounding, as I mentioned. It portrays the sound of the trumpet very well, and it's very easy and comfortable to practice in. The next step was to figure out if we could make the room sound the same in both directions. And what I mean by that was, could we adjust the room some more so that a trumpet player standing on one end of the room with a listener on the other end would sound a certain way to the listener. And if those two people changed positions, could we make it so that it sounded the same? And that's our local La Cucaracha song we get every day. I think the buzzer's a little bit old on that. It needs a little bit of tuning, but it's not a Stomvi, so that's why. So we had to do a little bit more. We had to add a couple acoustic panels more, one up in the corner, one on the wall, put a curtain on this side of the room, actually added a couch to the room, which is why we call it the Den of Truth, and made the couch actually help with some of the vibrations, absorption there. So we got the room sounding good in both directions, and then we had to figure out a way to record and play back the sound so that it would be the same tone and the same volume, so that a trumpet player playing and recording themselves could then hear themselves back as though they were the listener, not the player. So we did some experimentation with some different microphones and microphone placement. And the day-to-day mic we're using is a Shure KSM-8, which is a very nice mic for recording the sound of the instruments that we as trumpet players deal with, trumpets, cornets, flugelhorns, that kind of stuff, and found the right location for that in the room. And we're recording to Logic, simple, easy to record to. And then I have a relationship with the guys up at Meyer Sound Labs in Berkeley, and they were kind enough to help me choose the correct speaker of theirs that would play back the trumpet at the right tone, but also have enough guts to be loud enough, because a trumpet's loud, it can be very loud, have enough guts without distorting. And so they helped us find the right speaker, and we got that. And we've set up here the equipment testing den of truth. It's hard to say once, let alone 3 times in a row. And it works really well. In other words, in this room, you can audition 1 trumpet, 2 trumpets, 3 trumpets, different mouthpieces. We can record it to Logic. We can play it back at the same tone and volume, so you can hear what you sound like to the audience. You don't have to rely on trying to hear what the room sounds like from behind, or what I have to say if I'm listening, or someone else who's working here, or if you bring a friend along what they have to say. You can get all the input from that, which is valuable, but you can hear it yourself. The equipment testing den of truth is a cool thing that we've done here to help us further the trumpet and the trumpet community. Why? Because we love trumpets. Have a nice day.